G'day. There's huge interest in the partners of the F1 drivers. And in this group, you'll find an architectural student, a law graduate, several models, 4 mums, and a whole lot more. Yes, this is a diverse bunch of beautiful and driven women. And there are no male partners. In this video, from the grounds of the beautiful Hotel Epoch in Bucharest, I'm going to introduce you to all of the partners of the 2021 drivers. You ready? Let's go, with the compliments of Canity.com, the world's best online staff training platform. In 2019 and 2020 when I did these videos, and I must say they were my 2 biggest videos on the channel, those videos dated within a couple of weeks, and that's the nature of relationships, obviously. So let's get stuck into it straight away and lead off with the current leader in the World Championship, Max Verstappen, and his girlfriend, Kelly Piquet. Kelly is 32 years of age, she hails from Brazil, and is one of the most popular females in F1. She started going out with Max in late 2020, and as you probably realise, she was Daniil Kvyat's partner prior to that, and she has a baby with Daniil, Penelope, who I photographed actually. Where was that? That was in Brazil, in the paddock in 2019. Kelly is enormously popular on social media. Max has about 5 million fans, Kelly 380,000. If I put a photo up of Max, say it might get 10,000 likes. Put a photo of Max and Kelly up together, double that easily, maybe sometimes 2.5 times. Her father is 3-time world champ Nelson Piquet. Her mother is Sylvia Tamsma, a Dutch model. In her younger years, Kelly studied all over the world. She's worked at Vogue Latino America, Bergdorf Goodman, was a columnist at the magazine Marie Claire, and handled the social media for Formula E for a while. That's Kelly Piquet. Next up, Fernando Alonso's girlfriend, Linda Morselli, a 32-year-old Italian model, television personality and influencer. She lives in Milan, a stylish dresser, and has been to 1 race this year in France. In 2006, she was a finalist in Miss Italia, and I must say, I always enjoy photographing Linda. What about Charles Leclerc, I hear you cry? Well, he goes out with Charlotte Sine. Charlotte, who's 21, is a monegasque just like Charles. She started going out with Charles in 2019, having known him for many years. In fact, her family lived next door to Charles's family in Monaco for many years. She's quite a shy character, but she's no slouch when it comes to study.
I'm graduating in 1 year. I'm going to be an architect afterwards. For the moment, I'm doing an internship in interior design. And I don't know for the moment if I want to specialize in interior design or work in an agency of architecture.
She's creative. She studied music for 15 years, plays the piano, just like Charles, and has even sung opera. She's a talented artist, and last year she took up designing shoes.
I'm currently having a collaboration with Passo Corto in Italy, so it's going very good, so I'm pretty happy about this.
Her first language is French, but apart from that she speaks obviously English, Italian, and a little bit of Russian. She was at plenty of races last year, and this year I've spotted her at a couple and even photographed her with Charles's mum Pascal at the French Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton. Does he have a girlfriend? Nope. Not as far as anyone can tell. Yes, he did go out with Nicole Scherzinger going back, 2007 to 2015-ish. But in my time, I've never seen him with a woman at the track. Sergio Perez doesn't have a girlfriend, he has a wife, Carola Martinez. So where did Carola and Sergio meet? In a disco. The pair live in Guadalajara, Mexico, and in December 2017 they had their first child, Sergio Perez Jr. They were married shortly after that in June 2018. Then they had their second child, Carlotta, in September of 2019. This year I've photographed her at a couple of races, including Portugal, and she wasn't there unfortunately when Checo won in Baku. Williams driver Nicholas Latifi. His girlfriend is 26-year-old Sandra Jivashek. She was born in Poland and now lives in London, speaks perfect English. She's a lawyer by profession and completed her undergraduate law degree, Master of Laws and LPC in London. She used to be a professional pole vaulter, get that, but now is focusing on modelling and loves the camera as much as the camera loves her. Daniel Ricciardo? He's single. He was in a long-term relationship in his earlier years with a Perth girl, Gemma Boscovich. But if you do some research, you'll find that the WAG sites on Instagram state that he might have been in a relationship with Australian model Jessica Gomes and might have been in a relationship with Heidi Berger, the daughter of Gerhard Berger, who was actually at a recent race. But there's nothing to confirm that, so the smart money says Daniel Ricciardo is single. A reminder that you're getting these videos free of charge with the compliments of Canity.com, the world's best online staff training program. hundreds of easy-to-watch short videos designed to inspire you and your team to greater heights. Canity.com. Carlos Sainz? Yes, his girlfriend is Isabel Aranez. Like Carlos, she's from Madrid, and she holds a Bachelor of Bilingual Journalism. She works in fashion as a press officer at Scalpers and Victoria Collection and models occasionally. Now, there are no pics of the pair of them together on social media. Now, hang on. There is one pic that I did find. So their relationship is very low-key. AlphaTauri driver Pierre Gasly, well, he was dating the delightful Italian Kate Massetti-Zanini, Caterina actually. But that relationship ended in early 2020. He is friends with 22-year-old Ukraine-born Katerina Berezna-Imerelli, but it's not clear if the pair are anything more than friends. And if you have a look at Katerina's Insta account, you'll pick up pretty quickly she's a very stylish dresser. Kimi Räikkönen is married to 34-year-old Mintu Räikkönen, a fellow Finn. The pair met when she was working as an airline cabin crew attendant. In January 2015, she gave birth to Robin. She married Kimi in August of 2016, and in May of 2017, Mintu had their second child, Rihanna. She attends a number of races, but unfortunately it's very hard for me to get pics of her because she comes in late. We don't have access to the paddock and I often miss her. Although I did manage to snap this picture of her at the last race in Austria. Alpine driver Esteban Ocon goes out with 24-year-old Italian-born Elena Berry. Elena was at the France race recently, and that was her first race in probably a good couple of years. She started university in Paris, but as Elena says,
I've almost finished uni, and I'm so happy about that. And I'm studying international business here in Geneva. In January, I started to work for a Swiss-based company, a wealth management one, specialized in cryptocurrencies investments, and I love it.
She's also into fashion, and some months ago, I'll let her explain it.
Some months ago, I started some collaborations with some amazing brands, especially some Italian ones. I don't have so much time to devote to these kind of activities, but I always try to do my best because I really love it.
But where did the pair meet? It was in Valencia, Spain, August 2017, and she had no idea he was an F1 driver. Lance Stroll from Aston Martin, he's going out with Italian model 26-year-old Sarah Pagliaroli. She's partnered with clothing brand Replay, which is a sponsor of Aston Martin. You might have seen their logo on the sleeve of Lance's race suit. And also works with clothing, lingerie and swimwear company Yamame. And you'll see her prominently on their social media and on their website. But she's also a businesswoman in her own right. She runs a jewellery company called BlueLemonJewels.com. Lando Norris? Can't tell you anything about Lando. Never seen him at the track with a girlfriend. And by all accounts, does not have one. Sebastian Vettel is married, has been married since 2019 to Hannah. And I have never seen Hannah at the track. In fact, I don't think anyone's photographed her at the track. This is the Gilda restaurant in the old part of Bucharest. And this restaurant, like a number of restaurants, adds a 10% tip. Now, they don't ever tell you on the menu that their meals are subject to a 10% tip. They just include it at the end. Now, you have every right to get that taken off. They don't like it, but if they don't advise you up front that there's a service charge, you're not required to pay it if you don't think the service is worth it. Yuki Tsunoda, never seen him at the track with a female, and nothing online suggests he has a girlfriend, so I think he's just pretty much focused on his racing at the moment. Mick Schumacher. I took this photograph of Mick with Norwegian Justine Heisman at testing in Bahrain. Now, at the time, I thought she was someone from the team, but when I posted the picture on Instagram, commenters suggested very quickly that they were in a relationship. Justine is in her 20s and has been to a couple of races this year with Mick, and is the daughter of ex-race car driver Harold Heusman from Norway. And their family has been friends with the Schumacher family for many years. I'll quickly remind you that if you join this channel as a VIP member, you get access to some exclusive videos. And one of those videos, in particular, the money side of F1 photography, has proved very popular. You can access that and other exclusive content by becoming a member of the channel. Just click the join button next to subscribe on your laptop screen. Getting on with things, Nikita Mazepin, does he have a girlfriend? No. The last woman he was publicly linked to was Spanish model Andrea Del Valle in an incident that caused he... No, that should be caused him. And Haas quite some drama. Thankfully, both Nikita and Andrea have moved on from that. What about the second of the two Mercedes drivers, Valtteri Bottas? He split with his wife Amelia going back in 2019 and now goes out with Adelaide cyclist Tiffany Cromwell. In fact, Tiffany will be representing Australia in the Summer Olympics in Japan this year. She's 33, a professional cyclist with the Canyon Tram team, and is highly regarded in the cycling arena. How did they meet? Through mutual friends in Monaco, and their common interest is cycling. I asked Tiffany what kind of cyclist Valtteri was, and she openly admitted he's strong and he has improved, but endurance is not his strength. Italian Antonio Giovinazzi goes out with Italian Antonella Morellino, but they keep their relationship very quiet. She's only been at the track once that I can remember. I've never photographed her. She's in her early 20s and likes men with long hair. And the last of the 2021 F1 drivers is George Russell. His girlfriend is Carmen Montero Munt. She's in business management and finance, according to her Instagram page. The pair first appeared in the paddock together during the Tuscan Grand Prix of 2020, and this year she's been at a couple of races with George, and I've photographed her enjoying the company of Nicholas Latifi's girlfriend Sandra Jivashek up on the Williams Hospitality Terrace. That's your 20 drivers for this year, but I'm going to give you two extras. First up, Red Bull's reserve driver Alex Albon. He goes out with Lily He. Lily is a professional golfer. Born in Chengdu, China, grew up in Canada, lives in Los Angeles. But how did the pair meet? They discovered each other on social media and met a couple of months later. She admits that she knew nothing about F1 until she started talking to Alex. Oh, and she has over 372,000 followers on Instagram. And the final pairing in this video is Nico Hülkenberg, who is the reserve driver for Aston Martin, and his now wife, Egle Ruskite, also known as Sunny. I'll admit, Sunny's one of my favourites. She is just beautiful. She's tall, funny, stylish, and is a fashion designer. She is the crochet girl. How did the pair meet? It was through her fashion work. She'd sold some dresses to one of Nico's friends, and the friend gave Nico Sunny's business card. The following day, she receives a message from him. She admits she didn't know who he was at the time, but the pair have been together since then and recently announced their marriage, and 2 weeks later announced that, in fact, Sunny would be having their first child. Hopefully you've learnt a thing or two in this video, and if you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and if you'd like to receive notifications of new videos, click the bell button. And remember, as I mentioned earlier, if you join as a VIP member, you get some access to some great exclusive videos. You'll find all of my digital images at prostarpics.com. You can order one of my 24 stunning F1 photo books by heading to kimillman.com, where you can also get some merchandise. And you'll find my best pictures live from the track and all during the week on Instagram at Kim Illman. Thanks for watching, and stay passionate. Here comes the taxi again, disrupting my recording, and the dogs are going at the same time.